Hi students, congratulations on completing Unit 1 of this course. Let's take a look at our workload for Unit 2. First, you're going to read 4 articles that I've posted the links to about app development and the problems that mobile apps solve. As we move forward in the course, you will always want to consider the question, what problem is this mobile application intended to solve? So any app that you review or that we discuss or you consider, you will want to keep this question in the back of your mind. I'd like you to develop the habit of critiquing the apps that you explore and the ones you use. After reading those articles, you will participate in a discussion. I'd like you to start by thinking about one mobile app that you are familiar with or one that you're interested in, and I'd like you to consider that question. What problem is the mobile application intended to solve? I'd like you to compose an answer from both the viewpoint of the user or consumer of the app and also from the developer or the business side. Your post should be at least 100 words for each perspective. This is a post first discussion, which means that you will have to provide your post before you'll be able to view any of the other students' responses. You'll need to get your initial post out there at least 48 hours prior to the due date so that the other students will have time to read it and reply to your post. And then make sure that you post a response to at least 3 of your fellow students. After that, you will be introduced to some different app stores. There's actually quite a long list of app stores that exist, but for this course I have 4 in particular that I'd like you to become familiar with, and I've provided a link to each of them. I recommend that you bookmark each of these links and save them because you will want to be using these app stores for the remainder of the course, and you're going to need access to them for long after this unit folder is no longer available. So familiarize yourself with those 4 app stores, poke around on them, and be sure that you're comfortable navigating them. Keep in mind that from this point forward, that in addition to the question that you always need to consider, anytime you have an assignment or a discussion where you need to describe or review or refer to an app, you will need to address all the things that I've listed in these bullet points here, and I'll let you read those on your own. After investigating the 4 app stores, you have a related assignment where you will answer some questions about each of those app stores. So I've posted a Word document here that you need to click on and download and save. And it will look like this, and you can see that there are questions for each store that you will need to answer. So type your answers right here in the document, and then when the document is complete and you're satisfied with your work, save the file and return to Blackboard and click on the assignment link right here and attach that Word document and submit your assignment. Following that, you have one of my favorite assignments. It's a blog assignment. You'll use those app stores and find at least 5 apps that you believe would be useful to students. You will include a link or URL to where you found each of the apps in the app stores, and you will need to address each of these bullet points for each of the 5 apps that you find. If you would like to earn some extra credit, you can also find an app that you believe would be useful to teachers and then provide a link for that and address all of the bullet points for that app as well. After that, you have another discussion, and it's an app review. You will focus on one mobile app that you currently use. It can be any type or category of app. You're going to provide a more in-depth review and description of it, and you're going to address each of the bullet points that I've given here. You're basically going to introduce the app to the rest of the students. I've provided an example here that you cannot use, obviously, but it is an example that you can model yours after. I do want to point out that no two students are allowed to review the same app. Each student needs to choose a different app. So if you know the app that you would like to review, you can reserve it by going to this discussion board here. And in the title, put the name of the app that you'd like to review, and then in the text, type coming soon or check back later, something to that effect. And then later, when you're ready to post your complete review, you can return to the discussion and edit the thread that you began and post your complete review. You're not required to respond to other students in this discussion, but I do expect that you go and view the postings of your fellow students. Finally, we have a journal assignment where you will conduct some research to find credible sources of information about the use of mobile apps. I'd like to point out here that in addition to Google searches, you also have access to DMACC's online library resources. I've posted the link here. You click on here, it will take you to that link. And I've provided some suggestions or recommendations on the databases to use on that website. For this assignment, you're looking for statistics on things like how many apps were downloaded during the past year compared to the prior year. What is the rate at which usage is either increasing or decreasing? Statistics about user behavior once consumers obtain the apps, and information on device usage and current trends. You will use your research and answer the 5 questions that I have listed here. Keep in mind that for each of those questions you need to provide at least 2 links to credible sources with information that validates your answers. So make sure that you're looking at a variety of sources. I've created a link here to another YouTube video that shows you how to make sure that your links work in Blackboard, so you can view that. And that is our workload for Unit 2. I personally think this is a rather fun unit. It can be if you allow it to be. You start having some flexibility regarding the apps that intrigue you, and you get to start seeing how apps are organized and categorized. As we move into future units, you will be looking for apps from a variety of different categories. So good luck and have fun this week, and don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks. I'll see you in the next unit.